The Etten Moors are a dangerous place for the unprepared.
The hospitality of... Andriel, I hoped I would have the opportunity, but I do not believe you have come here.
I discovered this scroll at Fornost. It is tainted with evil, yet I thought it best you should see it.
A wise decision. This is writ in the black speech of Mordor, a language I will not utter here. It is intended to instruct the reader in the use of dark sorceries.
We encountered orcs at Fornost who used spells against us.
Then it seems this has already been put to use. That is grim news. The Dark Lord is a master of necromancy and other foul sorceries. He has taught these abominations to men in the past, but never, to my knowledge, to orcs.
Then it is good we captured this from the enemy before it could cause further harm. What will become of it?
I will destroy this scroll, at the very least. But wait, here I discover more. Listen to what is written herein. Scribed by the hand of Agandaur, disciple of the great Lord Sauron, for the empowerment of his servant Wulfren and those others of his faithful who prove worthy. I will speak no more of these blasphemies, but it does say that this scroll is one of 7 such works.
So 6 more remain. Perhaps we might capture them as well.
That would be a great service to our cause. Should you recover them all, bring them to me, and I will ensure they are destroyed.
I will be certain to do so.
In the meantime, please accept this in appreciation for bringing this matter to my attention. Perhaps it will be of service to you in your travels.
There is something else. I discovered this tome hidden amid the ruins of Fornost.
Ah, now this is writing of an altogether more wholesome sort. This was not made by any minion of Sauron, but rather by the men of Arthedain, likely before the fall of Fornost.
It appears to use the Elvish characters as was common with those folk, but I can make little of it at a quick glance. Perhaps you can discover more.
Indeed. It seems to be a personal journal, and here is a name inscribed, M.A.L. Why, this appears to be a work of Malbeth, the seer of Arthedain.
Malbeth? Was he not a visionary of some sort?
Many of the Greetings, my...
Is there anything...
Only that the Etten Moors are a...
Who could raise such a
Agendour would be my first guess, but it could also be a strong orc chieftain, or perhaps an unusually cunning troll. At worst, one or more of the Nazgul may have made their way there.
Whatever may be happening there, you will know of it.
Ah, Andriel. It is good of you to seek me out.
Agendour struck me as being
Though I know nothing of Agendour himself, I have seen his kind at other...
It was...
Who can say... The elves? This is his dark dream.
When we first arrived, you said you recently...
It is a rough and empty land.
And yet you saw no sign of trolls?
I saw neither trolls nor fresh signs of them. Mindless brute creatures they may be. Yet they can be you.
You believe he is mustering the trolls for an attack?
That is my fear. I would gladly be proven wrong. But my heart misgives me that we must know.
I will gather my friends and set out for the moors.
Andriel, I thought... Imladris is filled with tales of your exploits. Believe it. The sun shot. A far cry. I'm only sorry you will have so little time here at home before set...
It would be
No, indeed. Only we will travel south, seeking for signs.
I trust I can speak to the...
Ilari will help you with any goods and provision, while Angmir will gladly tend to your...
Farewell, friends. May good... It is long since so many dwarves...
Gimli, son of Gloin, at your service. I've heard your name spoken with great praise. That was fine work you did at Fornost. Not bad at all for one of... But after all, you had the help of...
And so he did.
Ah, well, any elf of Elrond's house is a friend of mine.
Thorin spoke no word of more kinfolk.
Aye, it's a long march from the halls of Erebor, but grim news goes on swift feet. It was for Bilbo's sake we came, with a warning that thrice a Black Rider came to the front gate of Erebor, demanding news of Bilbo, and threatens to return once more. Ere that should happen, King Dain sent my father, Glóin, to seek the advice of Elrond. You've heard the results of the council?
When do you depart for the south?
Not soon enough for my liking. Elrond is sending scouts many leagues in all directions, and we will wait for their news. They search for signs of any Nazgul that may have survived the flooding of the river. And there are other threats besides, as you well know.
What need could have driven you from distant Erebor to a...
I came at the bit. with the enemy.
Elrond confided in him.
Alas, that we should live in such...
And where do you think I could be of the
That's Rivendell, the Shire, the Brelands, no place will be safe.
Sauron's attention will be focused...
That's my thoughts up, and it's time to be about your business.
Hello there, Andriel. It's good to see you back safe and sound. I've heard all about what you and your friends did to help my Frodo and the Dunedain reach Rivet...
Bilbo Baggins, a pleasure to see you again.
Oh, well enough, thank you. A bit sleepy, to tell the truth. It does make it difficult to get on with my writing.
So, you have been keeping up with your writing. What is it you are working on now?
Oh, a little of this and a little of that. History, my past adventures, family trees. I've even begun a book of translation. Say, maybe you could help me with that.
Is that so? Well...
very well, very well. The verse that's giving me trouble runs like this. The light from the west is rekindled. Forth from Imladris it springs. Renewed is the hope that has dwindled.
The light from the...
Ah, yes. Well, poetry's not for everyone, is it? Perhaps you could show this to the Lady Arwen. She has her people's gift with words, and this touches her deeply, after all.
I will take it to her.
Ah, thanks very much. Be sure to give her my compliments, won't you?
Happily. Farewell for now, Bilbo. Here is something I have not seen in many a long year. An elf in Imladris I do not know. Welcome, friend. I am Andriel.
Greetings, lady. I am Legolas, son of King Thranduil of the Woodland Realm in Mirkwood.
What brought you on such...
Unpleasant business. My father sent me to report the escape of Gollum.
Peace of Imladris. It is long since we sat and spoke of herb lore and other gentle arts.
It is a matter of the gentle art that I bring to you. I have been speaking with Bilbo.
Ah, say no more. I thought our people had a passion for poetry. but this hobbit may yet put us to shame.
He has put me to shame, to be sure. Not all elves have the gift of verse. He asks for your opinion and advice, for he says the subject is a matter very
Then I would guess it is another poem in honor of Estelle. Leave it with me, Andreal. I will give it some thought and answer him myself.
Bilbo will be pleased, I am sure. I would that I had more time for such arts, but Elrond is in need of my skills, and I fear I must leave for the Etenmoors as soon as...
Then I will not keep you, but perhaps we may be of service to one another. Your journey may solve a problem that has perplexed me. I am helping my father create a quantity of Miraval, and we may fall short of certain rare ingredients which can be found in the Etenmoors.
In all my years at Imladris, only once have I tasted the fragrant cordial Miraval.
Yes, it is difficult to create and therefore precious. If I gave you a list of the ingredients, perhaps you could bring them back from the Etenmoors. I will set aside a...
You are generous, lady. I will seek them out for you, and return with them once my mission is completed.
Greetings! I hope the Lady Arwen will have some good suggestions for my verse. I'm really most eager to finish the thing.
Do all hobbits share your...
Yes, I suppose so, although...
Yet I have heard poems.
Well, although I doubt I will ever match your people.
I should like to hear this poem.
Andriel, welcome home. It is good to... I have already heard tales of your exploits, all of Imladris.
For giving place. It is important we learn if the enemy is active in the moors, but we do not send you there lightly. Be on your guard at all times, Wait.
You go now to claim your rightful place as the King of Gondor.
Above all, I go to help Frodo fulfill his quest. For unless the ring is destroyed, Gondor will soon fall. King or no king.
Good luck to you.
Greetings, Andriel. I am glad...
It does not seem...
Indeed. I am no longer the shoeless boy you once...
Until we... The shards of Narsil, sword of Elendil. Soon it shall be remade, and Aragorn will bear it to war. Let me see what you have found.
Silana. And our elven friend as well. How can this be? I thought you were all slain. But no. That was only the dark voices in my dreams. Yet, it was not all a dream, was it?
No, the battle was real enough. We were overmatched, yet you fought bravely.
I tried to do my part, but I'm afraid I was not much use. I remember being scared mostly. And then the...
Thankfully, Silana had the skill to...
Mine was the knowledge, but it was this brave elf who found the herb that saved you, at great personal risk.
Then I owe you my life, friend. Please, let me show my appreciation. My weapons were made in Lost Numenor in the distant past. They've been in my family for generations. I want you...
A noble gift, thank you. Rest now and recover your strength. Farewell to you both.
Lewin has told me of your...
Another crime.
Kilaran dedicate...
I have no other...
Welcome back to Sarn. Even stuck here, I'll never forget what you did for me in the Borrow Downs.
Your sword would be most...
I'm sure you know the answer to that as well as I. Duty.
Do you ever begrudge...
What? Watching out for folk who fear me?
Then I will leave you to your duty. And valleys.
Let us continue the search, but be wary. More than one ranger has been lost in these wild lands.
Foul creatures!
If you dare!
Will prove useful.
on your feet, lads! We have an enemy to defeat!